Susie, hi. I'm so sorry I took so long to make this video, seeing how long it has been requested, but thank God I'm doing it now. So let's get right into it. I'm filming this video outside, so please just ignore any sounds of vehicles or people's sounds you hear. So I usually cleanse my face to keep pimples away, for this canvas you're seeing. Ignore this, please. For this canvas you're seeing, I use Black Honey Cosmetic Soap to keep pimples away. Gives you a smooth face, sloughs off all the dead skin so that you can have a smooth canvas to work on. I've already gone ahead to moisturize my face with Black Honey Cosmetics Clarify Face Cream. This is what I use. It tones the face, it brightens the face, and also locks in that moisture, puts in that moisture and locks it in. So I've gone ahead to moisturize my face, so I'm just going to get to it. So sometimes I start with my brow, like I'm going to start with my brows today. Please ignore this, what I shaved here. Don't overshave your brows if not you have brows looking like this. I overshaved my brows, so I'm going to start with my brows today because I have time. But sometimes when I don't have time, I go ahead, I do my face makeup first. Before I start with my brow. Okay, so let's get to it. I'll be showing you what I'm using. I'll be showing you all the things I'm using. So now for my brows, I'm using this can you see? It's classic eye pencil. Has two ends, has this brush part and then it has the pencil part. So it's just there. So there's always that one good brow and then there's always that brow. Please use a very light hand. When you're doing the brows. You don't want it to come out looking too harsh. You can notice I'm barely, it's so dark. This should be color 1 or so. So it's really dark because I have black eyebrows. That's why I'm using this color. So if you have, maybe your hairs are brown, or you can see the color of my hair, that's the color of my brows. So if you have a lighter or not so dark hair, you could go for maybe number 2 or number 3. So you don't use something that is too dark for your brows. It will come out looking harsh. I am just following my normal brow. I'm just following my normal brow arch because I find that when you follow your God-given arch, you have more natural looking brows than when you try to create. Now, I'm not saying recreating brow shapes is bad. No, sometimes you can have really good recreated eyebrow shapes. But for my everyday, I don't go recreating anything. I just follow my natural brow arch. I just follow it. I just try to emphasize what I already have. So I think that's the best for every day. You see how light I'm doing it. Don't worry about the messiness. We're going to clean it up. For you, I'm going to clean it up because I don't clean up sometimes. I just go ahead and do it and then I leave because it's not always, it doesn't always get messy. See, after all I did, I'm still brushing some of it out so that it can still come out looking natural. I'm brushing some of that eye pencil pigment out. Alright, so you notice I'm not touching here too much because I want it to look natural. See, I'm just, the first line I drew, I'm just going to brush through it like this. I'm brushing upward so that all the pigment I put down here will go upward, giving you that natural finish. You see, you notice from the beginning I didn't have so much hair here. Look at it, I don't have so much hair in front. So I want to maintain that, only I'm going to emphasize it a little. So after all I've done, you notice I didn't put anything in here. I just lined under. And I'm brushing the pigment into it. Why? I already have hairs here. So me adding more brow pencil pigment into it will make it look very unnatural and very dark, and I don't want that look. I just want a very natural finish. Right? So simple. It's easier. Look at what I do. Look at my hand. Can you see it? I'm going to do this. As a trick, I just taught you there. Do you see that? Yeah. So we're going to conceal all this. So forget about that. We're going to. Do you see how fast? Now, if I wasn't talking, if I was just doing it because I'm rushing out, under a minute or two, I'm done. At most 3 minutes, I'm done. So you don't. It's not a big deal. It's something very simple. You don't have to make it look like, how do I do my brow? It's not so hard once you learn to follow your natural art. Now I'm going to show you. I kept this because I want you to see how it is if you don't have brows like here now, what to do. You understand? I did this first to show you that if you have brows, this is how easy it can be. You just follow your natural arch. Now there's no arch here, but you can see tiny hairs here, so I'm going to show you how I do it. Look at this brow I've done. Just recreate it on this side. You don't want the brows looking different. I'm going to start the same way I started the other one, but watch my hand. I'm going upward because this is going upward. I'm going upward despite the fact that there's no hairs here. Are you painting a picture of what you're getting what I'm trying to do, right? I hope I'm still in. You can still see what I'm doing. Alright. Did you see that? We're almost done. We're not yet done, but we're almost done. You notice I didn't touch this part because there's hairs here already. I only went from underneath. So we're going to do the same thing here, but here has lesser hairs than here, so I'm going to touch here a little bit. You notice I touched here too a little bit, so I'm just going to do that a little bit so it doesn't come out looking too harsh. And it goes to just brush it off from like the last one. Just going to brush it off. Okay. Bear in mind that we're going to clean it up. Well, sometimes I don't clean up, so I'm still going to make another video to show you how to do your brows without needing to clean it up. So, and when you make your brows, you have to watch here, make sure that they're the same, because usually this, for me, this brow is lower than this one. So sometimes when I finish, I still go ahead and still try to add some so that it can be equal. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's not rocket physics. It's very simple. Just going in to fill any spaces that needs help. Now look, watch out what I'm doing. Watch what I'm doing. I use my finger a lot when I'm doing makeup. Why? Because it's easier to use your finger to clean things. Now I'm trying to make it natural. Trying to so it looks like the pigment is coming from the roots. I'm still going to put it back, but this time a little closer. And then I'm just going to go right through it again, just to make it a little bit darker. I hope I'm still in camera. You see that? You see that? We're done with the brows. Almost done with the brows. Because we're still going to clean it up, okay? Now this is a brow that had no hair, and this is a brow that had hair, but look how it turned out. It's not so hard, sis. So this brush, I've used it several times. I don't know if you can see it. I've forgotten the name of the brush, but it's just, look at it. I've used so much. I bought it a long time ago, so I'm just going to use my foundation to conceal. What I do, these are the two foundations I use. Sorry, please just pardon me. It's looking I use Maybelline. I use this too. This is a lot brighter. It's on the whiter shade, and this is kind of my skin tone. I use it too. I use this for concealing. I use this for my face, for my whole face. Why? I like a natural finish. It's an everyday look, so I'm not going to go with any separating. I'm not saying it's bad for those who do it. I'm just saying this is the way I do mine, because I like a very natural finish. I'm going to use this to conceal now, not this, the darker one, the one that is closer to my skin tone, because I don't want any white aftermath underneath. I just want something very neat, clean, and looking like the rest of my face. My song. And let's start from here. Watch my hand so you don't mess up the work. Just very lightly and careful. Be very careful. Anyway, if there's any mistake, you can always go back to correct it, but remember, we're doing the makeup of, as in, this makeup is for when you don't have time. You have, say, 10 to 15 minutes to prepare. So you don't have all the time in the world to start making corrections. You have to be careful. You see that? I just pull this down into my eyelid. Just put it down. I use my hand. I told you I use my hand a lot when I'm making up. That's why you must have clean fingers. Please pardon this, my nail. I was doing some work around the house and it broke off. You notice there's no more product. I took very little product. I'm sorry I didn't show you. I'll show you when I'm cleaning up this brow. I took very little product when I was trying to clean up this brow. You don't need too much, so you don't clog this place up. Yeah, now there's almost nothing. In short, there's almost nothing on this on the brush, and I'm just going to go over the top like this to push it downward to make sure it has, you know, our brows are tapered downward, and then like that. That's all. I'm not going to put anything here. Why? I'm going to come in with my foundation, so I'm not going to put anything there. Now I'm going to show you the amount I used with this second brow. That's all. That's all. Trust me, going in to make sure it looks natural. This place has to look natural. I'm going to show you what I use. Look at, can you see the amount on it? That little, that's how much I use. That little. So watch what I'm doing now. see why I said we have to be very careful, because I already took this upward. So I'm either going to make it the same. Almost nothing, remember, almost nothing. Almost nothing, don't forget. So watch what I'm going to do to the other brow, because sometimes when you're cleaning, when you're trying to make the brow look neater. Oh, I was telling you about how this went this way, so all I'm going to do is, there's no product on it. There's no product on it. I didn't put any new product. I'm just going to do this. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's all. It didn't go too far up, so do you understand? So that's all with the eyebrow. That's all about the eyebrow. That's all. It's not rocket science. So I'm going to show you the whole face very fast, very fast. So I've already shown you the foundation I use. I'm going to use this brush. It's still from the same palette. It's so old. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to take this. I use this for concealing, for my under eyes, the bridge of my nose, and just my T-zone here and here. I'm going to put a little here just to brighten it up, and a little here just to brighten it up, but the rest of my face I'm going to use this one that's my skin tone. That's how much I use. That's how much I use for my whole face. I don't like so much makeup on my face because I have oily skin, and then the sun is so hot here in Nigeria, so I use very little makeup on my face. Very little. I just add when necessary, just little. I don't I'm not trying to hide any spots, maybe because I don't have so much spots. I'm going to do another video to show you what to do if you have so much spots. Okay, I think I'm going to need a little more. You notice I didn't put product here. There's not much difference. It just covered it a little bit. I'm going to show you how much I'm taking again. Look at it. So just let me just dump it here. I need here and here. Watch what I'm doing. Maybe here and here. Okay. I apply makeup here because sometimes I don't have time to apply makeup on my neck, but you see how it blended out? It blended out perfectly well. Why? It's my skin tone. I'm not using a foundation that is darker or lighter. I use the same foundation with my skin tone, so that I don't have issues and I don't have to use much, or I don't have to mix too much. There are times when you have to mix 2 foundations or 3 foundations to get your perfect shade. There are times like that, but this is not the time. It's not the time. My skin is in almost in its best condition. Almost, I say almost, because there are still some spots that will go off. All right. It's what I wear every day. I didn't put primer besides the moisturizer I used. Right? Besides this moisturizer I used, I didn't apply anything else. Why? Not that it's bad, though. You know, I keep emphasizing so that you can know it's not bad. I just don't carry so much layers when I'm going out every day. I don't carry that much layers when I'm going out every day. I don't carry that much layers. I just want something simple, something light. Look at. This is very bright, so I'm not going to use too much. Okay, watch the middle of my nose, right in the middle. tell you I'm going to use a little here and then here on my jaw. Just a little. I just want to brighten it up. That's all. NBC said you didn't pump is spoiled, so that's why I had to open it. So I'm just going to blend that out again. So I'm going to start with my forehead because I don't want it to be too bright. The longer you let foundation or concealer sit on your skin, the more profound or bright it will be, because it's which word do I use? When I say oxidize, this is not an oxidizing foundation, but as it sits there on the skin, it dries up with time and becomes darker. You can see, nothing too serious. I told you I don't want this place to be too bright. Okay. This is. It's clean. Nothing on it. Just going to take off all that product. Almost all the product on it. Give it a perfect blend. Now the essence of this, now, it's contouring. Well, I'm just doing a mild contour. I don't want something that'll be so. I'm still going to go on with the bronzing powder. So I don't need anything to. Sorry, fell off. Okay, so that is that. Now every day, you notice I'm going over it just to reduce the. I don't use powder every day. This is the powder palette I'm going to use today. It's from Pink. I'm going to use this for bronzing, just to contour my nose, my cheekbone, a little bit here, just a little bit. Sometimes I don't do it here. Then I'm going to use this to set my face. Sometimes, most of the times I don't set my face. Why? I told you I don't like too much layers. Let me just hurry up and finish up now. Please ignore the sound of the cold outside because I need this natural lighting. Just try to hurry up now. Very little, almost nothing. Okay, I dusted it off. So I put it directly on my cheek, not under. It's not too dark, and it helps lift up the face. You can see the difference between here and here already. Gives it this beautiful finish, and it lifts up the face. Now here has, contour. Here is it's not just flat. I'm putting some in my hair just to have that place that you can see. The same powder, I didn't change it. That's everything. Not too much, not something. See that? Still going to go over it with my palette. Did you see that? I go all the way here into my eyebrow because it just gives a more natural finish. Like more beautiful finish. I'm almost done with that. It's off. Just a big fluffy brush. Just to give it a fine finish. I'm just going over it. I did not powder the entire face. I told you I don't like layering so much on. Sometimes I would go over it with this powder I showed you. With this one, I've used it so much. That's why you're seeing holes in it. Sometimes I go over my entire face with it. If I feel okay, maybe the spots, I'm like, if there are spots peeking through. But if I like the way the finish is, I don't go over it with the powder again. I just put a little bronzing powder on it and I'm good to go. That's how I do it. That's the way I like it. You don't always have to play by the rules. Okay, so the next is I have a lot of. I'm going to use this one today. I love it so much. This is a highlighter. I'm using this one today. This rose gold. Can you see that? I don't think I do makeup without highlighter. If you don't see me with highlighter, I forgot. Or maybe I rushed out, I ran out. I always apply highlight. It makes a huge difference and it gives it that beautiful finish. No, you see me putting it over and over. I just touch very little, very little. I don't. No, you get such harsh shine. Very little to get a very natural shine. And that is that. I'm going to use my finger. This finger has been so helpful to me. Okay. Can you see how much? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? Because my finger will be more precise. I'm just going to do this. Just so you can blend it. And not be too harsh. Can you see that? Almost done. We're almost done. I took my time explaining this. That's why I took this makeup sometimes 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Because, okay. I'm going to go in with now I've used a lot. I'm not going to mention brands because some brands have been really good. I've used a lot of brands of mascara, but I like a particular finish. I don't wear lashes every day. I only wear lashes for occasions, and even at that, I have to wake up early on those days to fix those lashes. And if I'm not early enough, I don't fix lashes. I just take my natural lashes out like that. So I like a mascara that won't clog my lashes, that will give me that natural finish. Do you understand? So that's why I just found this one. I said let me just try it out. The other one I was using was I think it was it Zaron. I'll remember and let you know. Volumizing mascara. Well, um it was good. It gives that volume and all. But I like this finish. It's not bad. I like this finish. Why? It makes it. And what I go from here, from underneath up. I'm not going to wear lashes on this. So I want it to be singular and natural. I mean, no one has to know that you're wearing mascara. That's that. You see that? I don't know if you can see it clearly. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the camera is doing justice to this. So I use the mascara, look at it, to pull the lashes down, because I have long lashes going upward, so I like the mascara reaching the tips to emphasize the length. And that is it. I just use it to separate it. I just go on and separate it so that it can be separate, and I'm good. This one does that for me. This one does that for me. That's why I go for it. Okay, so I'm going to go over it again. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm doing. I go to the root, because if you're not careful, it will rub on the top of the eyelid, and I don't have time to start cleaning up any mess right now. Do you understand? But if you happen to be in a situation where the mascara touched the top of your eyelid, all you have to do is take a cotton bud, you can choose to wet it a little bit, and just pass it through the back. That's what I do. I just pass it through the back of the lashes like that, and take it out and clean. That's how I clean it off. Look at it, I just pulled it down. Can you see that? I pulled it down and just roll it a little bit. You see the difference? Gives you that So then I'll go back in and separate it, because I want it to be singular and long. I don't like clumpy. See what I'm talking about? See that? I don't like clumpy. We're almost done. Now for my everyday look, I don't always touch hair. Why? Because I like looking wide-eyed and young. I'm just gonna do that. Sometimes I just go in with this brush. It's easier. Not putting any new thing, not applying anything to it. I'm just going to use the deformer. There's no need to just clean it off. So it's clean, that's all. There's nothing here, just in case. Okay, so I don't usually go under. I just like it clean under. That's me. I like it clean. Sometimes I don't like doing this. I don't do this all the time. Sometimes I can do this, just so that they can know that, okay, yeah, there are lashes down there. And that's it. Can you see the lashes just came alive? I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can see it. I'm trying not to stain. But the direction it's facing. Can you see that? Can you see that now? As all, I don't like putting anything down there. I don't want my eyes to look smaller. That's the reason. So we're almost done with the face, just the lips now. Don't sweat. So for my lips, I will just line with this pencil. I don't know if this is Davis. It has gone off, but it's just a regular brown pencil will do. Just line the vermilion border of your lips. Just line it like so. And like so. We haven't applied anything, but you see the difference. Okay. I naturally have dark lining here, so I'm just going to emphasize that. Somebody just went out my gate now. What a way to bang the gate. Alright. You see, it's not anything so dramatic, right? We're almost through. So after that, I can choose to go in with just a lip gloss. Iman lip gloss. I have 2 of them. This is almost finished. I love it so much. It's so okay. This is Miss Lovely in color. I could choose to go with this or this. Sometimes I combine the two together. I could choose to go with it. But sometimes when I want to brighten the middle, just to remain, I don't like shorty colors on my lips. I just go in like this. Sorry, I'm trying to use the mirror. I hope I don't get off camera. Can you see what I'm doing? Just little. I'm not applying too much. Because the color on your lips can either bring everything together or just I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Can pull the whole makeup together and bring it just, or can make it look loud and I don't go for that look. So with this lip color, I'm going to tone it down with this. You watch the dramatic change. It's not too dramatic, but there's going to be a change. Watch this. See that? It's not too bright anymore. I almost always use lip gloss because I like lip is shiny but not too shiny. And that's the makeup, guys. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I need to fix that. The same brush, nothing on it. That same brush, nothing on it. That was as a result of. Remember this brush? We used it from the beginning. I think that should be from the. So when you want to correct anything, just use the brush you use to conceal your face, so you don't apply new. I'm just going to apply a little bit. I'm telling you not to apply new, and I'm going to apply a little bit. I'm going to use my shade because it's just a little. Just to cover that up, so it's not too dramatic. I'm going to turn the other side. This is where the foundation is. This is where I'm going to use. So that's the finished look, guys. That's the finished look right there. That's it. So I'm going out now for my fun. Spoils my hair. Going out now. Going out now. So that's it, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.